And welcome back to Call of the Elder Gods. We are right where we left off. Not in my gameplay, but, well, not in my timeline, but in the gameplay itself, I should say. I was going to start recording a different game, and I did, but then inexplicably lost power during the second episode of that recording. It got corrupted. And I've decided I'm going to start over because I wasn't too far into that game anyway. It was the Talos Principle. So you have that to look forward to next. But for now, I figured I might as well get to recording this and see if I can't just blast through it first, because I have a feeling that if I continue to play the Talos Principle, I'll forget to play this game. Alright, we are in whatever building they took Evangeline.
Are you there?
Huh. I mean, they did call him Pharaoh.
Harry
So,
had always suspected that the starry wisdom was something far more sinister than a simple astronomical society. And as soon as he stepped into their inner sanctum, his worst fears were confirmed.
let's see if I can remember the names without him telling me. We got Anubis, Sobek. I think this is Thoth. That should be Horus. And this is Bastet? It's the cat one, not the lion one. It is the cat. Bastet.
Goddess of protection and love.
Yep. Alright. Horus?
Statue of Horus. Egyptian god of order and justice. Thoth. God of intelligence and magic. That is Sobek.
Yep.
God of fertility and life and Lord of the Nile.
And this is the one that you can't really
Anubis.
confuse.
Egyptian god of the underworld.
But yeah. Because there's Bastet and there's another one that's similar to Bastet. I'm actually going to look it up now because I don't like that. I don't remember it. Let's see, Egyptian. So Bast is the other name, so I was right there, but there's another one. I think she's technically the lion goddess. Sekhmet. I was thinking of the other one as well. Okay, at least I'm not completely off there. Do not press the red button. It's yellow, but do not press it. Hieroglyphs.
Egyptian hieroglyphs?
Yeah, because that's gonna come in handy. Better sneeze. Pardon me. Okay. Patricia. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not gonna try and brute force that one.
This elevator doesn't seem to have a call button. I don't know what to do with it.
I do. You solve this, press this, and that'll happen.
Apparently, the only way to get into the Pharaoh's office is by getting the right combination on the statues downstairs. And I bet my life that Pharaoh is Caleb Bowen.
How do you know about Caleb Bowen? You're not the one that was kidnapped? Alright, nothing in the drawers. Up the stairs we go, I guess.
Only those who have been enlightened know the divine geometry of the tetrahedron, which grants access to the gates of knowledge. What's this load of baloney? These people are out of their minds, no doubt about it. And they clearly have a pathological obsession with Egypt. There's a pyramid in the center of this chamber. I wonder if... Certain sections of this pyramid seem to move.
For a moment, Harry wondered whether it was a good idea to mess with the mechanism, but he quickly dismissed the thought. Even if it meant alerting someone, he had to find Evangeline and get out of there.
Okay. So that can't be the sun. And that can't be the moon. It's got to be I guess it could be the moon. It can't be that, because it can't be two sets of stars. So let's try that way first. Oh yeah, it has to be, because otherwise, yeah. So it has to be that way. So you have to be the moon, then you have to be the sun. There we go. Ah, line it up, obviously. Ah,
Yes, the doors to the upper rooms are open.
let's mess around enough and
The
it'll
white
work.
statue of a pharaoh. I don't know which one it represents, but it's unsettling to say the least.
I didn't look at these drawers. Ooh, candle.
A
Pyramid.
tetrahedron.
Taught me, well, not taught me, but it told me that's what I had to do. Not that it wasn't obvious. But maybe for some people it wasn't.
Stellae Sapientis. The Starry Wisdom Society. Providence.
What about these ones? Yeah, it's a scarab. That's newspapers.
I believe my psychiatrist had
Pin.
one of these too.
Okie dokie. Don't want to pet the kitty. Alright, all the doors open, not just one. Green.
This looks like a biologist's office.
No, it looks green. Dip the exposed photographic paper into the 3 tubs of chemicals. Develop a stop bath fixer. Ah, there's the chemical symbols for what those are. Okay. Look at, oh, that's a funky skull.
Looks like even kooky cultists have a love life. Who would have thought?
Aww. Cute.
They rotated the positions. What does that mean?
10, 28, 57. Wonder if that's a safe combo.
I'm sure I could name all the fish in this aquarium.
Much
Yeah.
to his dismay, Henry had become something of
Pardon
an
me.
expert on fish, especially those with striking spotted patterns.
That's a stripe, not a spot. But anyway, red fish, blue fish, blue fish, red fish. Red fish. See, I did it. Even though they're more pink than red. Same.
The shelf is packed with every kind of specimen. Looks like it came straight out of Dr. Frankenstein's lab.
Well, that's just rude. Ta-da! So Howard is not the biologist. Ah, should probably look at that, shouldn't I?
Hanging your college diploma on the wall while you're in some sort of weird cult doesn't strike me as the smartest idea.
No, it does it? But hey, whoever said cultures are smart.
Just an office.
Red.
But this couch, maybe from a psychiatrist's office?
It's the
This
metronome.
metronome still makes my skin crawl. He sounds glad to be rid of him.
Okay.
Pharaoh already announced the ritual positions. I'll have to be next to Orion nearly all year.
Harry immediately recognized the voice of Dr. Frog in the Throat.
I've always despised spoiled rich kids, and Orion's no exception. I'll have to pretend I tolerate him, but luckily I'm fairly skilled at pretending.
Okay.
So the good doctor tried to make off with pieces of the Black Ooze statuette. Wrong move, pal.
Haha, he's dying.
Drat. This is my prescription. From Dr. Frog in the Throat.
His name is Dr. Eugene Kingsley. Kingsley, not Dr. Frog in the Throat.
A roll of film. I wonder what's on it. "1955. So they've been doing this for a while now.
So I've got four names. I've got Howard, Eugene, Patricia, yep, and Felix. So there's one more name. I wonder who it could be. Yellow.
This office looks expensive. Must belong to some sort of dilettante. This fella clearly has expensive tastes. I'm impressed.
Cognac, mezcal, bourbon, bourbon whiskey, and liqueur. Can't make out what liqueur.
What nonsense are they talking about now?
Okay. That's gonna be fun to figure out. How the hell have roles and it's just what they do in life? Nothing in here. But there are cats everywhere, so you might be Bastet. I want to really quickly check and see if I can't see anything in this one. No. We just got Drearies. So maybe he's Anubis. What about this lady? I'd guess Sobek for being live. Hmm. That's all okay. That's gonna be a little bit annoying. Maybe I should take my own notes. I'll probably just end up putting it together again when I get to the point. Yellow could be Horus. Just because that's sort of the colour I always represent with. Oh no, so it's going to be Bastet because of the cats.
October 29th.
Okay.
You have to be some kind of narcissist to snap a pic of yourself. Especially if it's just to show off your muscles. The robbery at my house could have gone way worse, all things considered.
Okay, so Eugene is Eridanus. That's good to know, I guess. Oh, yeah, I tried to steal the statue of Hypnosis. You broke it, remember?
An archaeologist's office for sure.
Okay.
There's something written in German in these pages.
Although Harry's German was a bit rusty, he understood what it meant.
Alright, so I'm probably going to have to decipher these. That's going to be fun. The direction the figures face turn the opposite reading direction. A subtle guide for almost hidden in stone. Thus, if characters face right, the text is read from right to left. If face left, the text is read from left to right. Okay. That's definitely got to probably trip me up.
This must be the group's
Felix.
official photographer.
Okay, so Felix is definitely the photographer. He's also an archaeologist. He broke something.
This guy has been all over the world.
Oh, he has the red room. The dark room, I should say, not the red room. Let me do this first.
The letter laid bare the bad blood between some of the cult members. Something pretty common when power-hungry fanatics are involved.
So the archaeologist is Auriga, Larry is the lynx. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting all the information we need. Slowly but surely. I don't have a reason to be in there yet. So I might come back to it in a second.
This looks like an astronomer's office. This book seems to recount traditions of ancient Egypt.
Okay. That's probably going to be important. I hope that's not important.
So these freaks have masks, code names, and hieroglyphs assigned to each of them.
So the pharaoh is not the astronomer. Well, we know pharaoh is Bowen. Not that I should know it, but we as the player know it.
Heaven's sake, these kooks really are obsessed with ancient Egypt.
Okay. Cool. Sure.
Different constellations. It would take a good eye to locate all of them in the night sky.
But okay, that's gonna be a little bit confusing, I guess. Alright. I think I have to go back to the dark room now and see if I can do anything else in there. Because I thought I was going to get a picture, but it's got that roll of film actually. You're right. Okay. So normally it's in order, but I don't trust that. So it starts with U, then it goes to U. Okay. Ta-da.
Good. I've developed the photo.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Okay, so I was wrong. What's his face is Sobek, the dilettante. Bastet is the biologist. So I do have a couple I can do now. I don't know if I have all the information I need, but maybe I do. I just need to go and do some detective work. Or deductive reasoning work, I should say. Because I can put Sobek and Bastet down. So we'll do that at least. Alright, Bastet. You are Patricia. Biologist. Larry's the Lynx. So I'm not sure about that. Not sure about all that. Okay, Sobek. You're the dilettante. I think it's Eugene. Hmm. Orion and the astronomer have mass similar to the hieroglyphs. So that's Orion and the astronomer, I guess. I don't know. So the previous rotation she was last. Ryan is a dilettante. Hang on. Okay. Eridamus is Kingsley. So Auriga is Felix. Larry is the Lynx. So you're not Orion, you're not Auriga, you're not Eridanus. So you have to be Corvus then. Good job, Patricia. She was last in the last cycle. Does that mean I have to do the last cycle? I don't know. Okay. If I go to the picture, we know the old man is not Horace. And he's not Sobek. And Felix the photographer, so Anubis is the old man. Okay. So Anubis, you are Eugene. Oh, that's right. So you're not Eugene. You're also not Felix, so you must be Howard. Psychiatrist. You're Eridanus. And I don't know those things yet. Horus and Thoth, I am not sure of either. Orion and the astronomer. So Orion is not the astronomer. Obviously, he's a dilettante. I think. That's right, because he's the rich kid. So he's the dilettante, yeah. And the date today. What was the date today? Oh, this is actually doing my head in a little bit. Okay, so those are the Arquettes. Okay. So from the first Arquette, we are currently, what, October 29th, did it say? I don't think I wrote it down. No, I didn't write it down. So I'm going to go have a quick squiz again at the date. Not this one. Was it the archaeologist that had it on his desk? No. It was you. It is Tuesday, October 29th. So looking at this, October 29th is the third Arquette. So we are in circle with stripes. So these are the third. So we're here. And so Orion, no, Eridanus was next to Orion both of these times. So I think it's these. Well, it could be any number of things. Okay. Let's go back down. Oh, did I get to look at this? No. We got to do some deductive reasoning. So we know that Orion is one of these two. So if we look at this one, so we don't have to keep going to the book multiple pages. So if Orion is the bird with the floating head, that means no. Oh yes, actually. So we look at the first ones first. So that could be Sobek. Because you know that that isn't the astronomer. Because that's probably the astronomer. Or Orion, one of the two. So I could just do a little bit of guesswork. And say that that is Eridanus. He is first. Oh, what's her face hated being last in the last rotation. Which is the 28th of October. And the 28th. Okay, so she was talking about the second, so she was last in the second. So that's Bastet. Bastet is the most in-depth one. So she's not last now, though. She's actually third now. Okay, so we got that. We're saying he's that, which means we're saying the astronomer is last. Um, Larry the Lynx, and yeah, it makes sense that Howard is the one trying to chat up the woman, to be honest. So I'm gonna say you're definitely Howard. Don't have to go spiritual. He's almost always next to Orion. Okay, so if I look at what I've chosen for him, which is that one, we know it's not that. Okay, so he's not, he's the foot. Eugene is the foot. That's Orion. Because he said he's almost always next to him. And that's what I was going for there, but that's Bastet, so it's not. So he has to be the foot, and that is Orion. Double check what I said is Orion. The bird looking at the feather. Okay. And if that's Orion, then Orion is second again. Okay. Oop. So I've got those three fully down, as far as I'm concerned. We know the astronomer is now this one. Hmm. The archaeologist is not Auriga. No, the archaeologist is Auriga. And Larry is the Lynx. And because of the picture, Horace is Larry the Lynx. And he'd be the astronomer. Yep, and we know the astronomer's thing. It is that one. Which means, by process of elimination, you are Felix, the archaeologist, you are Auriga, and you are that. So if we look at this again, on the third, you are fourth, the other one is whatever else I don't have. First. Oop, keep pressing the wrong button. Yep. That should be it.
Damn it, it didn't work.
Damn it.
I need to go over it again.
I thought I had it. They're looking right. Oh, I read from right to left. That's what this was another hint for. Opposite directions figures, yep, that's what I fucked up. So I gotta reverse the order. So fifth is first. First is fifth. Oh wait, which is I got the actual things wrong. Because she was last rotation. Shit. Okay. So Bastet is actually that. She was last, and now she is second. Okay, so we gotta go to this one. Let's just clear you off for now. I don't need to clear off who he is though, because I've got that part right. I'm just gonna clear off all these though. Oh no, you have to be you. Okay. And the astronomer has to be that one. It's just you're fifth instead now, right? Yes. You're fifth, and you, oh, Footman, are first. Okay, okay, okay. So it's just these two I got wrong. Oh, so let's go back to this. So, let's go. Psychiatrist is next to the is not next to the dilettante. Okay. And the psychiatrist is Eridanus. Oh yeah, shit, no, so that's wrong. I don't know why I did that either. The astronomer and her Orion. Okay. So let's do this a bit better now that I'm paying attention to all the clues. Orion and the astronomer are masked similar to the hieroglyphs. He's almost always next to Orion. And it's the first time he's not next to Orion. So, oh, I can get rid of this too, actually, hang on. So the only one I actually have right is you. So Eridanus was next to Orion twice. So if Orion is the bird, then that could be Eridanus, because now he's no longer next to him. If Orion is that, that could be Eridanus, because he's no longer next to him. And this year he's almost always next to Orion. So what's the most common pairing? That's not back to there, that is back to there, that's not back to there, that is back to there, that's not back to there. Oh, it is, actually. Back to there, that is back to there, that is back to there, that is back to there, and that is back to there. So I think That's Orion, and that's Eridanus. But let's double check the other one just to be safe. You're next to him, you're next to him, you're not 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 next to him, you are not. So yeah, okay. So that's Orion. Orion is the foot. And the foot this time around is first. Which means Eridanus is that bird. And this time that bird is fourth. Which means the astronomer is this one, looking at the head. And this time that head is last. Which means by process of elimination we have 1, 2, 4, 5, so you are third. And you are the only one we don't have yet. Surely. Yep, there we go. So I just misread a clue before.
That elevator. It must be the access to Bowen's office. Evangeline has to be there. I'm sure of it.
I tend to make more mistakes when I'm talking things out, I've noticed though. Up we go.
As he rode the elevator up, Harry regretted not bringing a weapon. What if Bowen was still up there?
All right.
Oh.
Let's see what you're hiding here, you scoundrel.
I was not ready for that. Nothing in drawer 1. Pen in drawer 2. Nothing in drawer 3.
Well, looks like they give this medal to just about anyone. Consciousness exchange? Is he talking about mind swapping?
Surely not.
Spitsbergen. That's the place in Norway Evangeline mentioned.
There's a creature frozen in ice.
So the cult was on the expedition along with Peasley. How long have they been behind all this?
Left to right. Peasley, Bowen, Teague, Patricia, Eugene, Larry. Nick's so handsome before he got decrepit. No comment on that one? Okay.
Apparently that John Teague was Fornax, another cult member.
There you go. E-Bill. Well, we're not leaving this room until I look at everything.
That doesn't sound good at all. And what's this Azathoth business?
Well, they've made a typing error, because there should be a H there for Azathoth, because it's not Azathoth. So that's a bit awkward. At least well, as long as I'm not
Say,
wrong.
Isn't that Senator McCarthy?
Indeed. Caleb's friend Joe was none other than Senator Joseph McCarthy, who led the infamous witch hunts against alleged communists.
Ah, see? Gotta report your fair share of reds.
I knew Bowen would never abandon his Nazi pals.
So Bowen's a Nazi, I guess. It's always the Nazis. Pyramid. Ooh.
This creature seems vaguely familiar.
Nothing. Thing. Okay, fine.
Dr. West?
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
I mean, I don't think so, but I'm going to
There
take
may
a quick
be
look.
something important here. I can come back later.
Okay, nothing to do with the book. Nothing to do with the... I swear I saw something pop up. Or was it just that? Because I went too fast. Just put the drawer back, I guess. There's definitely nothing there. No, I think I got everything. I could go back down, but I don't want to do that. Because maybe I missed something for in here. Not that it matters. Yeah, screw it.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
No.
Please be all right, Evangeline. Let's go, Miss Drayton. We have to get out of here.
Look, it's the engineer. I've seen one of those creatures before. In my dreams. In the Stone City, in the jungle. He spoke to me in my dreams, Professor. I have
Forget about it, Miss Drayton. We have to call the police and...
Calling the police won't do any good, Professor. We have to go to Spitzbergen. I need to talk with him, with the great engineer.
Miss Drayton, don't you realize this doesn't make any sense? We can't chase Bowen and his...
No, you don't understand. Bowen isn't in Spitzbergen. He's on his way to the city, on his way to Nakotis.
Harry couldn't believe what he had just heard. Evangeline had mentioned a place he had known in dreams, long ago. So long ago, he had nearly forgotten it.
I had a strange dream today. I was inside a vast library and gazed at vistas of another world.
All these questions came crashing down on Harry. And suddenly, he wasn't so convinced anymore.
Dun dun dun.
Before boarding the plane to Norway, Evie and Harry talked about the trip. About where they'd be stopping over. About what they'd do once they got to Spitzbergen. They talked about bringing plenty of warm clothing and gear and supplies to make it through. They talked about getting their documents and passports in order. They even talked about the strange city they had both dreamt of. But Evie knew there was something they hadn't talked about. A question she didn't know how to ask the professor, because every time she'd tried, the right words never came out.
What happened to my daddy?
But a long flight leaves plenty of time to think.
Professor?
Yes?
When I was being held by that man, Bowen, he showed me a picture of you. A picture of you and my father in the Pacific. Did you know my father, Professor?
And then, it was Harry who didn't know how to find the right words. Because even though he'd been waiting years for that question, he still didn't know how to answer it. Evie
I'll help
took
you.
Harry's silence
Yes.
as a yes.
Bowen said, my father died because of you. Is that true, Professor?
It's complicated. Look, I wanted to.
You wanted what? Just talk, for God's sake.
All right, all right. I'll explain everything.
Good. We've got plenty of time to spare before we land.
My wife, Nora, was diagnosed with an incurable disease. The same hereditary illness of unknown origin that had struck her mother before her. The doctors had no answer. So I decided to find it myself. I never imagined the answer would take me so far away. To a remote island in the Pacific. Back then, I didn't have the financial independence I have now. So I had to raise money and put a team together. Do you remember the night before your father left for work in San Francisco? You were probably 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, God. Yes, I remember. I remember a beautiful, dark-haired woman, a nervous, scrawny guy, and a man who seemed really happy about something.
I'll never forget those words. You're a whiz, mister. Would you be interested, by any chance, in an exciting job opportunity in the Pacific? That's right. Frank agreed to come with us to the island. It pained him to leave you and your mother back in Mississippi, but he needed the money and I was paying very well. But that island wasn't what we expected. There was something there that... Let's just say there are forces in this world that mankind ought not to meddle with, Miss Drayton. Things like the Black Ooze, and on that island, it was everywhere. I told you, it's the most dangerous substance I've ever come across. We found that out when one of the expedition members came into contact with it. It was him, driven mad, who attacked your father. Just a shallow cut with an ancient dagger, but enough to infect him with that black liquid. That is what took Frank's life. I did what I could to look after him, but that infection, it was beyond anything I could handle. His final words still haunt me. Harry, please look after my wife and my little girl. And that's what I've been trying to do all these years. Though evidently not as well as I might have done.
Evie was speechless. She could not believe it.
Take care of me? What are you talking about? I just met you a week ago. I've never had anyone except my mother. The only help we ever got was from the insurance checks. What kind of help are you—
There was no insurance, Evangeline.
What?
Harry decided that since he'd started telling the truth, he wouldn't stop halfway.
I am the Hydrangea Foundation. Hydrangeas were just Nora's favorite flowers, that's all.
And then Evie understood. She understood the strange and painful sacrifice that man had made.
I wasn't the one who drove that dagger into your father, but I dragged him to that island and didn't listen when he told me we had to leave.
Harry had spent a long time avoiding the truth of what had happened nearly 30 years before on that island in the Pacific. But for the first time in ages, he was forced to face it.
So yes, your father died because of me. I can't tell you how sorry I am. I won't be so foolish as to ask for your forgiveness. I know I have no right to it. I understand how you must feel now.
You just have nothing to forgive. It's not his fault. I don't know. I could. I want to just forgive him. But I don't like those forgive options, to be honest. The one I like the most is 3. But we're about to do something stupid together, so I might as well forgive
Maybe
him.
you have no right to ask for it, but I forgive you, Professor.
You forgive me? But why?
Well, first of all, I'm a Christian. So I believe in forgiveness.
Oh,
And
yeah,
everything
true.
that comes with it. And second, because we all make mistakes, Professor.
Practice what you preach and all that.
You've made plenty of them. Grave mistakes that came at a high price. But it's not up to me to judge you. Maybe you should forgive
It's
yourself.
up to
Professor.
him.
You've been torturing yourself for 23 years. Isn't that enough self-punishment?
No.
Harry was puzzled. He hadn't expected this. In a strange way, Evie's forgiveness made him feel uncomfortable. Didn't he deserve punishment for what he'd done? Evie's decision had made him doubt. Perhaps it was time to
Oh,
move on.
sorry.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you're right.
I'm
Of course
sure
I'm
I
right.
am. Believe me.
And after that, Evie and Harry remained silent for the rest of the flight.
Awkward flat.
Despite having talked about it, Evangeline and Harry were not prepared for the freezing cold they would face on that remote Norwegian island. Although weather would be the least of their problems in that place.
Do 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 do. How did we get here if wall? Also, I can't run. Uh-oh. A fork in the path. I'll go left. Ah, there's a
God, this
tower out
is
there.
unbearable. Professor, are you sure you're all right? You should have brought a couple more layers.
Don't worry, Miss Drayton. I'll be fine.
Harry hadn't always been like that. He used to like heat. But 3 months stranded on a Pacific island had changed his preferences.
I mean, fair is fair. Don't know what to expect going into here except for that frozen creature.
What we saw in Bowen's office? The Black Pharaoh, the Azathoth,
See, look,
and
they
all
spotted it
that?
right there.
What do you think it means?
Just the ramblings of a madman, I'm sure of it. I'm actually more worried about the other things. Spitsbergen, the statue, your memory loss, and your dreams about that creature. Too much of a coincidence, isn't it?
Time to go exploring. Nope. Invisible wall. At least they have the snow tracks, that's kind of cool. Jeez. You walk very fast.
This sign. It's written in Norwegian. I guess we're close.
I do not understand a word.
Do you really believe it's possible to switch minds?
Honestly, Miss Drayton, I have no clue what we're dealing with. But
They're
whatever
about to
it
switch
is,
minds now, aren't they?
we'd better stop Bowen as soon as possible.
Okay.
Here it is, the radio station.
You just teleport behind me, love? Yep. Ah, now I can run. Pardon me. I think it's going to snow.
The storm is getting stronger.
We'd better stay close to each other, Professor.
That was terrifying. The way she just is running at me. Which way first? Let's go in here.
This looks like the station's garage. It's not working.
That's a shame. How do I fix it? Oh no. Stairs are broken. Whatever shall we do? Beds.
There are way too many beds for a simple radio station.
That would back up what Bowen said. That this place was just a cover-up.
A book titled The Unspeakable Cult doesn't sound like a very pleasant read.
Ah. That was a rare achievement, apparently. That was also very loud. I hope that doesn't come through in the recording, to be honest.
It's no use. This switch is completely wrecked.
What about this way? What's in cabin number 2? Canteen.
The mess hall. Or what's left of it.
Well, there's weapons in there. We should open it to see.
Nazi propaganda. Ugh.
Well, that was said yuck, not ugh, but I guess, okay. Close enough. This torch is doing fuck all. Ta-da!
It's not working.
Okay, great. So I'm probably gonna have to come back here anyway. Fantastic.
I can see some banners on the building. They look like...
I can't see a building at all.
Nazis. I hate these guys.
The lager. Whatever lager means. Because the only lager I know of is the beer.
This storage room's a complete mess.
Like everything else in the station, it seems.
Hey, yeah,
It's not working.
nothing's working. Alright, let's go back this way. I guess let's go to this one.
This must be the generator room. But it's locked.
Great. And I'm going quite literally everywhere but the way I'm supposed to go. On accident, not on purpose.
Just as I thought. No power in here.
We should look for the key to that generator room. It must be around here somewhere.
How much time do I have? Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. No, that actually might be a good place to call it for now. So thank you all for watching. See you in the next one. Ciao.